What up, everybody? It's Wolf.
Dollar.
Juan Yeezy.
And you know what it is. It's Young United. And we decided that before we get too far along on a lot of our episodes, like, you know, and just talk about like a lot of shit, we thought it was kind of important to discuss the importance of basically the upbringing of like our youth as it pertains like the black youth growing up. And, you know, I don't have kids and I don't necessarily want to, you know, offend anybody that got kids, because you know people be like, we don't got kids, you know, you shouldn't. But fuck all that. I'm smart. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. So we gotta just jump into it. So me personally, I feel like it's important that because like I'm gonna just start off on one category right now. Schooling.
All right.
Yep.
When I got older, like an adult, and I was able to like do research shit on my own, a lot of the shit that was taught to me in school, as it pertains to like black history and shit, or history in general,
history for sure,
it's kind of wrong. It's like
it's missing a lot of shit. It's missing our part of
it. It's missing a lot of shit, and it's just blatant lies on a lot of shit too. Yeah. Or not even lies, but what's it called when
watered down shit for sure.
You're not necessarily lying, but you intentionally leaving out the truth. Like it's
white lies. Fucking a lot of white lies.
Yeah, the history textbooks and shit like that. And the reason I said it because, like, for instance, in history class, I had an African American history class, and only in that class was when they highlighted black excellence, so to speak, as it pertains to the inventors, you know, activists, and you know, stuff like that. In regular history class, the only thing that was pertains about African Americans was slavery, though. You know, it wasn't highlighted. You know,
and that's sick.
Dragging us through the mud and dirt, of course.
And I feel like that shit is important, only because like if the textbooks that our kids getting in school
still got that same shit in it.
Yeah, and that's if you know, because I had African American history when I got to high school. So I mean, throughout, middle school and shit, I was just getting taught like we was just slaves, though, you know. So I didn't, you know, and I don't know. Some people might feel like, oh, you need it that deep, but it kind of is though, because
that's where it begins.
It should be that deep,
especially the mental of the young kids, man. That's where it begins.
Yeah, because you start to reflect on it, like, oh, I could be this, I could be that. Oh, it's black people that was doing this, instead of every person that did something awesome in a register book being a Caucasian.
Yeah,
you know, and I just feel like, I don't know. That's just my little 2 cents. Like, well, what about you though? What you feel like is important that he wanted to?
Most important for sure to me is the way that we come up to not knowing ourselves pertaining to our history. We get taught, like you said, about what the white people done, accomplishments and stuff, but when black people get included, it's like bare minimum. So
what you mean?
Like showing us black excellence through leaders. We don't see a lot of leaders. We only see
you talk about everything like movies and shit too.
I guess so. You can say that
how
too.
we portray the movies, because like I peeped that too though. Like if there's a movie about Egyptian gods,
it'd be white.
It's a you know. So if that's what you mean, then I definitely can dig it. Yeah, because that's kind of problematic too.
Yeah, we don't get credit for none of our history, our people. We don't get credit at all for none of that stuff. So it's important to me that we try to show our youth that this is where you actually come from. Your own black excellence and to growth from there.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's more to it than America, because in the textbooks, we only knew about America. They don't teach us about most black people came from Africa and all over the world, really.
But what would be yours, like one of the things you would want to instill in the younger black generation?
Their identity as well, same as here. Just piggyback off what he said, really. And reinforce what he's saying. I don't really have like a main goal to that.
No, yeah, because like overall though, it is important. Like, because in reality, growing up in a hood, like, you know, the average black person got what's our options? Basketball, football,
music,
local rapper, you know, or
drug
gang
dealer.
shit. Yeah, so
you saying what gang shit?
Yeah, gang shit. Like, so like, I mean, like. So I do think it's important that, you know, we should, like, little girls, little boys, because actually for women, you know, for little girls, them only things for the, you know, boys. Yeah. I can for little girls,
music, you know, stripping, twerking, and sports as well. Shit.
Well, yeah, sports as well.
But stripping is like the music for them.
And
another way in.
I just want to highlight the options that we I don't know if it's subconsciously, but that's what we telling our kids that like if you tell your kid they can be doctors and lawyers, in reality we need more of those because those is what makes a difference in society. For instance, become judges, politicians, lawyers, and shit like that. That what makes a real difference. Yeah, athletes make a difference too because you make a bunch of money. You can come back to the hood and
but show love.
A lot of students, a lot of kids or students, whatever. Going to the NBA, NFL is not an easy thing to do though.
Most definitely not.
Like you can be the most talented and still not make it. If you do, more to you. But the process to doing that and falling short, what are you gonna fall back on?
Exactly.
And
nothing wrong with dreaming big, but you gotta have something realistic to fall
on. I have seen cases where people that went to the NBA, NFL, and went back to college to finish their degree. If I'm not mistaken, I think Richard Sherman did that. I don't know. I can't be, but that's that can happen too. But I feel like putting your kid on the path of being like something other than just the things we listed would be beneficial to black society though. Like I feel like that shit real beneficial.
Yeah, have multiple options. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket. So yeah.
But I don't know. I definitely like what you wanted to be when you grew up, when you was a kid though.
Shit, I wanted to be a police officer and somebody on the SWAT team.
When you was a kid?
Hell yeah.
You thought about SWAT?
SWAT.
Nigga,
that's next level.
It's a picture of you with a fucking nightstick in your hand. Anyway,
I wanted to be a SWAT officer.
Fucking pig.
FBI something. But once I seen the history of that shit, I'm like, I can't do it now because I wouldn't be part of what they own in today's world. I wouldn't fit in.
That's a conversation for another day. Like, black cops, black soldiers, we definitely running through that. But
I wouldn't fit in as a cop, so that's why I had.
Yeah, we go knock that down another day. But what about you? What you want to be when you was a kid?
I want to be a basketball player and an engineer, a big time engineer.
Engineer pertains to like buildings.
Mechanical engineer, actually.
Mechanics.
What about you?
Detective was one of them because I wanted to solve murders, but I really want to be a detective to wear a trench coat and that hat like Inspector Gadget. I don't know why. I thought that shit was
Inspector
world.
And shit.
Yeah. I wanted to be a cartoonist. I wanted to
I thought you were still gonna do that shit. You could draw.
No, yeah. That's still up in the air. That's still debatable.
So, and on our channel, shit.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm trying to do two main things though, and I like.
Of course, football. So I wanted to play sports.
I wasn't a big sport guy, but you see like the different things that like. Sure, we all fell short of our dreams, but it's not too late though. Just
don't never give up on your dreams.
It's too late for mine. I ain't going to be SWAT.
But yeah, though, growing like raising your kid, and I'm not necessarily saying like telling them to be a bad is a bad thing. Like if that's something you want your kid to pursue,
so be it.
But how often do they? The odds of somebody making it to the NBA, NFL, or becoming a big time rapper. I'm not saying it's hard to do, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do.
It's still hard to do because you only get so many to go up to that next stage.
Yeah, though. Like yeah. So
time into that.
I don't know. I say you can do that too, but I just say teach. Like I feel like we should, start.
Give them more options. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, more options. Let them. They could be like pretty much anything. Let them pursue that though. Like for instance, I got a nephew. My nephew Sean wanted to be a zoologist. The way
next level.
Yeah, the way that the way he is, I'm pretty sure that's something he probably still gonna stick with though. So hearing that from him opposed like basketball, football was just like, oh shit, that's smooth as hell.
Right, the fresh air.
Yep.
Yeah, but another thing though, like to switch topics on this topic is we got to put them on game on how this world works too. Though. I feel like enough of us is not.
That's what I wanted. I was trying to think how early should you put a kid hip to like that shit. My son only 7. I be watching documentaries with his ass. Like, look, son, look at this. He asks questions sometimes like, why is they shooting him with the water hose? Why the dogs biting him? I'm like, I don't be knowing what to tell his ass. Sometimes I'm like, man, that's how I used to be.
I ain't got kids.
It's crazy to teach him that crazy ass history.
You had that conversation with your son? Like, not yet. Not yet?
Yeah, he's still in his development stage too, so it is good to get him going.
Show him that shit, dog.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was important. And as it pertains to what age to start, I feel like
any age, right?
At birth.
Show it to him.
Like,
see what they say.
But
see if they ask questions at least.
Yeah, and I don't know like if it's like a line to where it's like is he gonna grow up like racist or is they gonna grow up like
I ain't gonna let that happen.
Yeah,
I just want you to know like look at this shit.
And
they're still out there, but it's more hidden,
most definitely to be careful. Yeah,
it ain't in your face blatant like hey.
And that's the thing I want to drive and. Just all around, like being a role model and a positive influence too, though.
Yep,
for sure.
Like it's so much to go into that. It's like because the new generation is what our future is, though. You know, and you know, we are like if any white people watching this, it's not like an anti-white. We just pro-black though. If you can't separate those two, then you shouldn't be watching this shit. Yep. But yeah,
it's for everybody, but it's not for everybody.
But
you can't understand that as well.
Shit, like
I like that bye hand. But no, yeah though. But it's so much to pour into that as it pertains to our future as you know the black race. Like
growing, improving, man.
I feel like we falling short on that. Like with our kids though, and I get it. It's just life happens. You busy. I feel like.
Shouldn't be too busy to teach your kids.
Yeah, though, like
they gotta be the number one priority for real.
And I don't want to try to make it seem like you should be doing that because I don't like telling people what they should do. But I'm just suggesting that it's really important that we start like putting them hip to a lot of shit.
Thinking about the future of blacks,
making sure they know where they're going too. You don't want them out here lost.
Yeah, like just having them aware of how society works, how this country works, how this world works. Like I get it, being they should be kids, let kids be kids, play with toys and all that.
They're only getting older, bro.
But for black kids, black people want to admit that, but that's not our reality for real. Like yeah, we can still believe in Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, but reality hit us harder. Tamir Rice was a kid when reality struck him in his life.
Trayvon Martin was a kid.
Yep. Exactly. So
going to the store.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like putting them on game, like your skin color,
it's scary.
It's most definitely a threat.
Like if your white friends play with toy guns, it's not a good idea for you to play with toy guns because the cop will, like that's something that I feel like we'll be well off if we instill in our kids. So it's so much shit
that's bold that you even got to teach a kid that shit though. For real, you can't play with a toy because you look different.
Yep.
That's our reality.
In certain areas, you shouldn't have that toy because they gonna think it's real and they might kill you. Dang.
That's not the reality of that shit, though.
I don't even like buying my son guns. Nerf guns, nothing. I'm trying to get all that out of there. I don't buy him guns, actually.
I feel like, honestly, speaking of guns, I feel like guns is a thing that, I feel like if you train properly, if you talk to your kids about the safety of the guns, that's better off too. Perfect. And I think that would prevent child deaths if it pertains to finding their parents' guns and shooting themselves.
So when they get into that situation, they already know how to handle
it. Exactly.
They don't think it's a toy. They know it's real.
Yeah. Like even though kids, they still you teach them all the shit in the world, they still sometimes do kid shit, but that's still a better start. Yeah.
I definitely plan on teaching my son about gun safety, but. Just for just buying toy guns just because I ain't with that shit.
No, not too much at all. I'd rather buy all types of cars and remote control cars, shit like that.
Fuck them little toy
guns. I know guns for real.
Y'all both got sons. Y'all lucky. I'm gonna fuck around and have a daughter.
I got both.
Yeah, but you had a son first, so he can he can look after her and
Yeah, teach her little ass.
I'm having a daughter. That's crazy. But yeah. Going back to that though, like I definitely think it's important that we run over a lot of shit with just our younger youth.
Yeah.
But I do feel like daughters though, I feel like it's a little bit it's a bit different with daughters because for the most part a boy he gonna be
he gonna to be a man.
Yeah, so. he got to you teach him different. But for a woman though, it's
teach them too, dog.
Yeah, it's tricky. I don't have a daughter, but this is just my
shit. I think about this shit every day.
What
you about to say?
Because I feel like if I would have a daughter, I'm gonna put it like that. Damn, if I was to have a daughter, I would try to teach her I just want her to be super smart.
Yeah.
Not book smart, just peep shit, perceptive, common sense, pay attention to shit smart. Yep. Because that gets you out of the situation. Book smart, of course, that's gonna come regardless because me. But the natural, just raw, if she can
good people reader or something, man.
Yes, I feel like
no
women need. Yes, I feel like
body language,
situations that someone be in because they was lacking paying attention and being hip to shit. Now I get it. Sometimes nigga come around and just all the smart shit. They just gonna be but
fuck that. You gotta know when that's bullshit too.
But what path you thought about taking with your daughter as it pertains to trying to get her ready for the real world?
Man, what path that I think about taking, man. She's still young, really, so I haven't thought about it really. But I do think about when she get of age of dating and shit. I'm like, damn, I got to get ready to probably whoop somebody's ass for trying to play with my daughter. Trying to show her shit I don't feel like she need to be seen. Treating her the way she shouldn't be getting treated. I don't know, bro. She only 4 right now.
But that's why I went.
It's a scary thought process.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you go about it if you were to have a daughter? Like,
I would literally be a psycho.
I'll be a
that's
psycho. The crazy part,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
about teaching them though, trying to get them ready.
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
talking
world.
about what lesson would you be like? Feel like most it would be more important to like teach your daughter as she be starting to pick up on shit and notice shit.
Let me think. I'm thinking.
Mostly to, like this, y'all said earlier, to read people, to make sure you stay away from certain people. Most definitely teach her how to be
self-worth, bro.
Yep, self-worth.
For me.
Oh yeah.
Class, more than just extra class, like class enough to where you know you need to be a woman.
I was just about to say that. A lot of young girls, I don't feel like they know how to be a young lady neither.
Yep.
And that's what I would want to teach my daughter. Always try to be a young lady.
I don't want to
like respect herself.
You know, I don't want to like offend nobody, but a lot of the like stuff that kids like go through as it pertains to their personality characteristic, and they seem like they fucked up or they going through something. Parents' fault.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
And parents don't ever own up to that shit.
They don't.
You know, they want to try to make that shit a cartoons or movies or Facebook, social media. No, as a parent, you know,
you their first role model.
Yeah, be on that shit. So if you got a daughter and you know she not ladylike and shit, who she looking at? Who she looking at twerking the camera? And I don't want to judge motherfuckers. Fuck it, you can do what you want to do.
Yep,
but
you are.
I'm just being blunt.
If you feel the heat, it's about you.
If you twerking in the camera and shit, your daughter in the room too. It's like nigga.
Your daughter looking behind the wall, like
so
think about what she's gonna think about herself. Like you got to take that to perspective for sure.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, but y'all definitely got a point on that though. A lot of women that I came across, honestly, I don't know. I might be an anomaly. I met a lot of women. Well, no,
they got sons and shit.
Nah, well, I was talking about as it pertains to how their personality is.
Okay.
But they older now though. But they already went through their little phases though, so it might be kind of different, but. The women I came across though, I sensed that dads wasn't around a lot of them, and they
you can tell that shit.
Yeah, and that kind of like I feel like a dad is really important for a daughter, even sometimes more so important for even than a son. Now, of course, you would prefer both parents. Yeah, but something about a male setting an example for a daughter is what really have her a little bit better, well off.
Yep. I agree with that. It's balance, bro. Kids need balance, period. But a dad being around,
because that's what shows.
I gotta say both because I got both. But a dad being around in the household, bro.
Well, you know, yeah, of course. But you know, of course, you got a boy, your dad, you know. But I feel like people underestimate the ability of a father to a daughter too, and what that role model could be to her.
They're gonna be daddy's girls regardless.
Yep. Yeah, and that's why I know. And I don't want a daughter because obviously I don't want to deal with a female dating girls. And I know I am. Look at my niece, Rena. Uncle love you. But
all day.
If I have a daughter, I'm just gonna be. You know what I'm gonna do with that? She gonna be like, Daddy, yes, you can have whatever you want here.
Protect, bro. That's what you gonna. That's what your brain gonna kick into.
Little girl, fuck you. Yes, you can have it.
Yeah, whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Hate you.
Come to me. I'll
so
give
adorable.
it to you.
But no, yeah. So I all jokes aside though, like I don't have kids, but I think I do a pretty good job because you know, I don't know, I'm just not stupid.
Yeah, but I say if you're a good person, man, you know what not to do.
Yep.
You know what to do and what not to do with a kid, bro.
Yep. And
you know
what you want them to learn and
what you don't want them to learn.
And the reason why it's so important, of course, everybody knows, is because you're not gonna always be around. So the shit you teach them is stuff they take out into the world when you're not around.
It's gonna stick with them. Yep.
All that knowledge and shit you know. So, and I feel like our generation is somewhat. I look at it as like kids having kids.
That's true.
And the people that's having kids is not even up on how life works, and they having kids. You know, so it's just a recycling, like a recycle of just lost souls. Yeah. You know, repeating shit though.
But I'm about to say though, from when we grew up, seeing how our parents was raising us and stuff, when I really wasn't around. But it's more like our generation trying to better our kids to grow up into families.
Some of us, some of us.
I noticed that myself.
I ain't gonna say all of us aren't teaching our kids right, because some of us in our generation is, to me.
Yeah, I think we're doing a lot better than the past for sure. So we took for real.
Think we're doing a lot better in the past?
That's how I feel on raising our kids. We trying for sure. I'm not saying we're doing a lot better, but we trying.
So you saying that from a standpoint because you in a generation trying to raise us?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. I disagree.
I'm
because
still a kid trying to raise a kid. Yeah.
Well, no, you a little bit more knowledgeable though. I'm talking about literal people having kids, but just the dumbest, ignorant, most childish, immature-minded, simple-minded motherfuckers having kids. Yes. And then they be, just
people that don't put the kids first, man.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have kids, and this motherfucker's like, you don't have kids, so you understand? Fuck that. If I see you cussing out your kid because he got his fucking Gucci shoes dirty, like put him on some fucking kid shoes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why you giving?
But whatever. That's another topic for another day anyway too. But
that can go in this.
No, because I'm just saying though, like that's just parents are like you popping the shit out on me because he got his new shoes. He a kid though. I don't know. I just always feel type of way about that.
Episode on parenting.
Yeah.
Being young and trying to
listen, I wish you motherfucker would. You ain't got no kids. I still tell you how to raise y'all. I don't give a fuck.
Probably still be a better parent than some of them too. So
true.
Yeah. But I do know the like nothing beats experience though. So no matter how knowledgeable you might seem on a topic where you never experienced on, nothing beats just raw experience being there in the fire. So I'm not gonna take it too far because I know my place, but at the same time, you can't say since I don't have kids, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Shut the fuck up. That's stupid. I still got common sense.
Exactly. That's the part that counts.
Yeah, but going back to the topic though.
Yep.
It definitely concerns me though, and it's definitely I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of troublesome to me though. I feel like we're on a downward path as pertains to generation being less knowledgeable about everything just pertains to black culture.
When you can really get to with your potential, take your potential.
And another thing that's kind of dangerous though, which I think potentially could be the most dangerous, is kids that's growing up with parents that feel like, how can I put this without... Fuck it, don't be blunt. When cornballs raise children, motherfuckers that try to be white and all that shit, and they raise their kids, like, if you do anything, you just sending them to white schools and all that, trying to get them away from the hood and just keeping them blinded from all the shit happening in the hood and all the black problems.
All the shit that's happening to people that look like them.
That's the biggest mistake you have because they gonna be blindsided when it hits, because eventually it's going to
happen to them.
Yeah, so that's
something to the right type of person, and you never know what could happen. So,
and I'm talking about like as it pertains to when they first experienced racism, they was told their whole life, you just like everybody else. And you can't do that, So so I think that's a bit of a problem too. This episode, like we talk about right now, definitely got like a lot of different, but it all leads to one, nucleus though. Like everything we talk about, raising our youth to be aware of multitude of shit as it pertains to black issues and black problems. So,
and being aware of themselves.
Yep.
And they surroundings.
But y'all got kids though. Y'all got relatively young kids though. So y'all still, But I say start now though. I say because both of y'all, we doing a podcast talking about, the shit we talk about. Y'all got kids. That's something. They in good hands though.
Hell yeah.
From what I'm saying though, but it's. I know people love their kids to death though. People, and that's not people. That's not enough though. Like, because if you really love them though, well, I'm not gonna say if you really love them because that doesn't make sense, but. Since you really love them, you should, put them hip to the game, like how shit gonna work, though. Yeah. So, I get it. Parents, they feel like buying their kids everything and giving them whatever they want. That's just the way to go. Which it can be, but
putting their happiness
knowledge,
knowledge they only gonna be happy when they get shit. That's backwards.
So then understand them where they at, what they want actually need.
Yeah.
Because the want ain't gonna get as far as the need.
Oh, you're welcome.
But yeah, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. And I know people probably feel like, nigga, how you know? But I got like
common sense, bro. That's the best answer for that.
And I got so I'm still uncle though. So kids is still in my life. So I still have a duty to
you have a responsibility to a child.
Yeah, though so multiple kids. So and hell, even if a kid is not mine, like
that's what I was about to get to.
Yeah, like I feel like as
friends
black,
come over, I parent they little ass.
Yes, I feel like black.
I be in there like, nah, we ain't playing with no dolls, bro. We don't do that.
Black parents and we should parent each other kids too.
Ain't
we
nothing
get
wrong
so
with that.
offended.
Just for
with that shit
else,
though, like don't say shit to my kid.
As long as you ain't just beating on my kid, I ain't got a problem with you.
Yeah, of course, that's just too far. But if I see your daughter like twerking, get go over there, like stop.
We don't
do
that.
You know, yeah, like that shit shouldn't be nothing wrong with that, but
people have problems.
Boy, we be don't say shit to my kid in a heartbeat. Don't do that.
And that's how that kid gonna turn out, bro.
Yep.
I hate when people allow their kids to be. I would say dumb, but it ain't dumb. Allow their kids to act grown, bro.
Mm-hmm.
To do grown shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that. They be having cussing kids and shit. Kids talking grown-up topics. I don't like nothing about it.
About to say no business even thinking about that type of shit.
Yeah, bro. I don't like shit about it. That's one of the worst things
I
ever.
don't know. If this episode offends some people, then oh well.
Yeah,
but
for sure, oh well.
Get it together. Like I'm just gonna be blunt. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers slipping and y'all slacking, y'all being lazy as shit as it pertains to raising kids. I know y'all feel like my kid will go for nothing and my kid can have everything. Shut the fuck up. Fucking teach they ass real shit. Like the shit y'all bash Gucci up, that shit ain't shit. That's material shit. Knowledge niggas get their ass. What's
about business?
What's a Gucci fucking outfit to a kid that ain't learned that if a cop come around, don't be on no, just listen to the cops so you make it home safe. Mm-hmm. Like that's more important than showing. Then putting all that expensive shit on kids is not even for kids. That shit for parents to show off. Like, look, I'll get money. That's some parent shit.
How about you save that money and put it back in your kid the right way with education?
Exactly.
Man, that's some light years away thinking though that niggas not even hip to, and that's the point of this episode. Hopefully, motherfuckers look at this shit and be like, they make, I don't know, it makes some sense. And I know the way I'm talking sometimes deter people away from shit. Like, man, this nigga talking too reckless. Fuck this nigga. But it's only coming from a place of passion though, because I really feel type of way about this shit. Yep. Like that shit really. Like give me emotional. Yeah, though. Like that shit give me emotional. Like, man, I don't know. Seeing like y'all said, cussing and all that shit. I be like, that ain't like we gotta. I don't know. To put it simply, do better.
Yeah. With
our kids and everybody, like just kids in general. Like if you see a group of kids, like being bad as hell, walk over there and be like, hey, chill it out. Yeah, break it up or something. I don't know. That's just.
Don't watch it. Don't egg it on. Be an adult. Shit, simply.
If you follow being passionate about being black and black love, show your kids that. Instead of, like they said, buying all that extra bullshit that don't mean shit after you buy it.
You lose the value as soon as you buy that shit.
Yep.
But we were going ahead and wrap it up. We run out of time here. But this is just our little input on, or our little opinion on the state of raising, the youth in America. Because it's so much more. And then if you got something, if you want to say, definitely we'll run it back and y'all can give y'all input and y'all can give tips on, what y'all do with y'all kids that's positive and everything. And we can run it back. So,
like, comment, share.
Subscribe, baby.
And
we out.
I ain't got nothing to
Young United.
I ain't got nothing to do. Young United out.
Right, I was about to say face
Stop my controller, fuck it.
Bull. You ain't gonna kill the clock too? Kill the camera or just let it go off? What's your time at? We ain't gotta use the whole time, fuck it. Right, there you go.
I hate this.
Nah, look.